Gollancz Fest 1-star reviews.
I'm Charlaine Harris, and this is my 1-star review. You remember that kid on the playground who would be nice to you just long enough to gain your trust? And then he'd knock you down and fart on your face whilst laughing maniacally? Charlaine Harris is that kid. This book is that fart. Thank you, Ava Wilkerson.
This is the only book I've never finished. Don't believe the hype. Skip this awful book.
The problem I had with this, and other books like it, who have some sort of futuristic version of the internet, is that the authors never really fully explain how it works.
Boring!
She's actually quite right. I'll put it in the next book.
Oddly, the book begins with an epilogue. Initially, I wondered whether this was intentional. Maybe parts of the story were to be told backwards. However, on finishing the final chapter, it appears that it was an error.
Do not read. Waste of time. Not bad, just boring. Nothing happens. While reading it, I couldn't care less about characters or plot. McCaffrey and Zimmer Bradley wrote such stuff in the early 80s. Just better.
Waste of a good tree. This is bad. Kept going to the next tale, hoping that I could finish one.
I did find the setting interesting with super advanced alien relics and genetically enhanced humans, but sadly it turned into an ill-performed chosen one where the geeky protagonist turns into a superhuman with control over machines.
So it's supposed to be an alternative history, ? Or, lowercase, is it just confused, ?
Couldn't pull it off. Gave it to a local prison library. To read it is harsh punishment.
Neil Asher did this much better with his Owner trilogy. Awesome. I love it.
I'm sure there are other readers out there who love pages and pages of detail and minutiae, but I don't. It drove me nuts. I just wanted to yell at this page, Monty Python style, "Get on with it!"
Pointless book. Waste of good paper.
Long story short, I found this too slow and too much of a chore to continue with. Sorry, Chris. Apology accepted.
What I hate most is that sometimes now, when I'm reading a book I enjoy, I get that Joe Abercrombie feeling.
I would have found this effort mildly admirable in a 15-year-old boy without much experience of the world, who hadn't read very much fantasy. From a 40-plus woman, it's inexcusable. And my gender is relevant here because...
Like the author is going to take the liking I have for the characters and use it to gut me like a fish.
It's really embarrassing to have more than one to choose from, isn't it?
And then sometimes I stop reading that book. So this book actually spoiled reading for me a bit.
Only 2 books have I not completed, and this is one of them. I found it depressing and boring and gave up halfway through. This is the only book I have felt motivated to review.
And I think Laughing Joe would think that was a jolly fine joke. I hate this book.
Gollancz Fest 1-star reviews.